Costi exposes his uncle's ministry. Stay tuned. We'll talk about it. God bless you, friends. Thank you for joining me this morning on Morning Nuggets. This is yours truly, Pastor Nate, and it is my absolute pleasure every time I come and speak with you. Before the end of this video, if you will have liked what you have heard, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button. I'd be glad to have you a part of the smart family. Costi exposes the prosperity ministry. Particularly Benny Hinn. I was listening to Allen Parr. That's one of my favorite Bible teachers. He's very practical. He really knows how to exegete and break down the Word of God. He was interviewing Costi. Costi is Benny Hinn's nephew. Costi has worked with Benny Hinn for years in his ministry. In fact, he said he was a catcher for Benny Hinn. You know, when Benny Hinn would pray for the people and throw his jack and they would fall out, Costi was one of the ones who was catching the people as they went down. He traveled with Benny Hinn and actually benefited financially from that ministry. You can hear his testimony just exposing everything that went behind the scene. In fact, I will put a link to the whole video in the description. I would encourage you to listen to it. But Allen was interviewing Benny Hinn's nephew, Costi, about what was going on behind the scene. What's up with this throwing their coats and falling out? Are people really being healed? Allen said he'd been hearing people say they went up for prayer, but they were still sick. Costi began to tell him that it's a formula, that Benny Hinn was mimicking Catherine Kuhlman, and that it was a lot of theatrics and production. He would play the music, he would hype the people up. Benny Hinn was coming in town. He knew the people were vulnerable, they were hungry to be healed, and the people wanted a move of God. But they took their focus off God to the point where they were looking at man, Benny Hinn, and it was just sensationalized and a lot of emotionalism and a lot of hype. Costi began to talk about that, and again, watch the video. You can listen to it in detail. Costi said it was theatrics and it was a production.
God to thee, how great thou art. Everything would go up a key, the whole thing would crescendo, and right out of the tunnel would come my uncle. Walkout music, walkout moment. It's theatrical, it's production.
That's just what his nephew said. If that's the case, then Benny Hinn wasn't doing those things to the glory of God. Now, I've heard a lot of scandal about Benny Hinn. I cannot say what Benny Hinn's relationship is with the Lord. I've never been to his crusade, so I can't really speak on it from personal experience. All I know, when I was a child, I used to watch Benny Hinn for the theatrics, because I would like to see when he prayed for folks, and I would like to see the folks fall out. Of course, when I became in the knowledge of Jesus Christ and learned better, then I knew it wasn't about that. So if that were the case, then that ministry was not being executed according to the will of God. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13 say, whatever you do, do it to the glory of God. Listen, I don't care if I raise the dead. I'm just a vessel. God gets the glory out of it. All the glory goes to God. I can do nothing. If I pray for you and you get healed, you get delivered and set free, all the glory goes to God. None points back to me. And I think these evangelists and these big time preachers need to explain that to the people. Look, don't look at me, look at God. Don't give me praise, give God the glory. And I must say this here. If you have the true power of God working in your life, friend, listen, you don't have to do any theatrics. You don't have to pump. Hear me now. You don't have to prime folks. You don't have to instigate it. You don't need a musician. You don't need to provoke the atmosphere. I know we have a habit of doing that, especially in the black church. Come on, open your mouth, give him praise, give him glory, to try to really stir up the Spirit of God. But if you got the true Spirit of God, working through you, you don't need to do none of that. All you need to do is show up. And if God is in you, like you say he is, when you show up, he shows up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about it. Thank you for supporting the show. In the meantime, in between time, be at peace and not in pieces. Till next time.